now added to her with lovely poops.
Where are you guys drawing now?
This just makes the thingy just so much worse. Me.
You know, I actually started the stream on the lovely poops line.
Did you? Oh, good. I'm glad.
That happened. That did just happen right now.
Good. Oh.
Hey guys, and everyone who's watching, welcome to the first episode of Rolls Against the Party. New season. We are playing Monster of the Week. I am also joined by 4 lovely people who plan to torment me for the next 3 hours. Oh, it's going to be so fun. So much fun. So, for people who don't know, we are going to be playing Monster of the Week, which is this book here. There is a PDF version of it, obviously. The game itself is based off of Apocalypse World, if you guys know that. It's basically, think X-Files, Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Supernatural, all the bollocks like that. Basically, you are the hero in that story. So we're going to be doing that. We've got some excellent characters. We've got to do a little bit of pre-session stuff first, but I will go around the table, as it were, and let people introduce themselves, because no one's got a webcam on, so we've got to guess. We will start with going on the other side, so this side, I guess. Start with Mr. Velma, or better known as Tom from 4 Games of the Apocalypse. How are you, sir?
I'm alright. I'm playing as Mr. Velma, who, as you can probably get, is basically a gender-bent version of Velma from Scooby-Doo, for no apparent reason.
Because it's great.
Yeah, so I'm playing as the expert.
You're the expert in the group. Yes, you are.
Who's just the smarts.
Okay, we'll go down to the... this side now. Go down one below to Poppy, also known as This Is Lost Rose, also known as Zoe on the Tumblrverse. Is that what it's called?
No, she's known as Zoe in real life too.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
You could be so bold as to call her that.
Yeah. It wouldn't offend me.
And for people who don't know, what do you do on Tumblr? What is your Tumblr thing?
Oh, I thought you just meant in general for a
blood
second.
stuff.
Drawing stuff. Pretty cool. The tags underneath all their names, if there's not an @ that is their Tumblr. So if you do want to go on there and have a look at their page, then feel free. And you can follow them and do whatever. Reblog, that's it. You can reblog some of their shit. It'd be great. So, what character are you playing? You're playing Poppy?
Yeah.
And what is Poppy?
A child.
Oh, did you finalize on the child?
I think we finalised on 16 with the height defect.
I'm glad I checked this, just not to interrupt too much, but our pictures on the stream.
Yeah.
Does Jess know about hers?
Yeah.
No, I don't know where I'm looking.
We said, I'll Google
Where is
Moon
the
Moon.
stream?
I Googled Moon Moon.
Jess, look at this. I put the screen. I just sent it to. I'll put it in the chat.
Yeah, put it in the
Please
chat
do.
in Skype.
Yeah.
There we go.
Okay.
I mean, it suits Jess beautifully. That is Jess in a nutshell. Right there.
You told
Yeah,
me to
that's something
Google
like
Moon
that.
Moon. I Googled Moon Moon. That was the first thing that came up.
I can't
You
see
told
it.
me to do that, and I did it. Alright?
How terrifying is it?
As long as everyone's fine with it, that's the main thing.
It's adorable.
It's still loading for me.
I'm spamming some dice in the chat thingy to make sure I don't hover over the link so that random people don't join.
Oh god.
Okay.
What is that?
So yeah,
Is that wolf being pleasured by something?
no, it's just being Moon Moon. Obviously.
Being pleasured by the moonlight.
Moon
Anyway,
So, along from that, we have Daddy Velma, known as Quantum Death Ray on Tumblr, but we love to know him as Albert. How are you?
Hi, I'm Tom's dad.
in
You are
real
the
life,
dad. You are the
Yeah.
dad of the group.
Yeah.
in real life, he's our dad.
But we'll get into that in a second. How are you, Albert? For people who
Yeah.
do not know what you do on Tumblr, what do you do on Tumblr?
I don't do anything on Tumblr. I reblog stuff I like on it.
You don't
No,
do
it's
like...
Why is the personal
No,
questions
social
you're
thing.
asking about people all Tumblr based?
Well, no, it's because 3 people use Tumblr and you don't.
Oh.
So the people who have Tumblr, I'm asking what they do on Tumblr.
Literally just lurk. Don't
Just
do
lurk.
anything else.
It's a pretty good excuse. And then last but not least, we have Sterling Heartstrings, also known as Moon Moon, on this occasion, and forever will be known as Moon Moon. How are you, Moon Moon?
I am good, sir.
Moon Moon is known as Jess in the real world.
Oh, Jesse.
Yeah.
And what do you do on Tumblr? What is your Tumblr thing? You derp on Tumblr.
I derp.
That's a pretty good thing to do on Tumblr. So, I've gathered all these people here to go through the torture that is in this book. Where's the camera? This book here that I've written up for them. It's going to be fun. They could do the plot, or they can completely fuck off from the plot, and I'll have to deal with it, which would make me cry.
Shall we take a vote on buggering off and making Gareth make up the entire plot on the fly?
I've done it
vote for
before.
that?
I've done it several times before.
I know.
But I've actually written shit, you know? Why would you do that? Why would you do that? Being meanies.
Oh.
Also, there's a Chrissy in the background over here. The Zesha is hanging out in the background, doing some art stuff. So yeah, okay, let's go around and talk about your characters and go into a little bit of depth, and we can also do the histories as well. So we'll go the same way around again. Tom, talk to us about your character.
My character is a 16-year-old nerd. Yeah, that's basically it. Who's obsessed with the occult and lore.
Who is known as his online tag, Mr. Velma?
Mr. Velma, because he wears jumpers.
So what character are you?
I'm the expert.
What is the expert do? What is the expert?
Is the sharp guy. The guy with the know-how.
He's, in the rules, he is the main guy who has most of the knowledge about monsters, and who, at least, is the most knowledgeable about things in the group.
I have a treehouse too.
Have you finalised on the treehouse, which we can get into next?
Yes.
Well,
it's a treehouse with a tree garage.
Yes, because you can have, as an expert, you're allowed to have a haven, which is like a base, which you can upgrade. So, Tom, tell us about your haven.
Well, it's a tree house with a tree garage,
Mm-hmm.
and a tree workshop, and a
tree
tree law
workshop.
library.
Okay.
Yeah, and a tree oubliette.
Did we finalise it, what it was going to look like? Because I think it should still look like the treehouse from Codename Kiss Next Door.
Yeah, something along those lines. Some ridiculously large treehouse.
The best kind of treehouse. I'm just going to bring up the character sheet quickly, just so I can have a look. So yeah, you chose the Law Library, the Workshop, and the Oubliette, which seems to be your safe room.
It means we can, confine monsters if we need to trap them.
Okay, that's pretty cool. That's a cool thing to have.
It's like a cell.
It's like a cell, is it?
Yeah.
Is it a nice cell?
No. It's not nice or lovely in any way.
I'm thinking about that Fungin in Wreck-It Ralph at the moment whenever you say cell.
It's the Fungin. Do you want to go to the Fungin, guys? I'll send you to the Fungin.
Sounds so unfun.
Mm.
Anyway.
Yes. So let's have a look. So what kind of history do you have with the rest of the players in the party?
Well, my dad has known me as long as I've been alive.
Well, obviously he's your dad.
Well done, genius. Yeah. So
are you really doing that right now? Are you really doing that?
Yeah, I'm doing that.
Oh, mate. Do you even know?
Do I even know? Yeah, I even know. Anyway, my dad taught me everything I know about 70s rock music.
I did.
Which is like about 1% of my entire knowledge banks. Zoe's character is a cousin who's also possessed. We'll get to that later.
Yeah, we'll get into that later. But she's a blood relative to you.
She's a blood relative, but she's also possessed.
Okay. So you took... Which history option did you take for that?
Distant relation.
Distant relation. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. And what is your relation to Moon Moon?
I fed her a goat.
You fed her a goat?
Well, I tried to trap her, but then let her go when I realised she was being hunted.
So you saved their life in a tight spot?
Yes.
Is there
a goat smeared in barbecue sauce.
That's a pretty good thing. Does anyone want to add on to their history? Actually, we'll go on to Poppy. So Poppy, what is your character?
Or
at least tell us about...
Again?
Yeah, just tell us about your character, like who she is, what like her classes and other bits and bobs?
I think it was when I was looking through the appearance, I decided to put girl with unblinking eyes with neat clothes, and then I went for the spooky, which is basically possessed person.
Which can throw lots of magic around, which is going to be fun. So, what else would you want to say about your character? Is there anything specific, like anything that stands out with your character? Or is she just kind of a bland teenager, like you were saying, who just fits in the crowd? Or is there anything like specific that you want to talk about her?
I don't know. I just put...
The good thing is that can just change throughout gameplay anyway. You can just, if you think of something, you can just add to it, which is completely fine.
Mm.
So with the spooky being a possessed child, you also have a bit of a dark side.
Yes.
So what did you decide on your dark side?
I didn't send anyone the dark side apart from you, I think.
Oh yes. So do you want to keep that on the down low?
Yes.
Okay, well then we can arrange that. So the good thing is that every player has access to tell me things and who they don't want the rest of the party to know. And I'll just double check. Ah, yes. Okay, right. I remember now. I do have that here ready. So what is your history with the rest of the party? So what happened with the rest of the party for you to meet them, as it were?
Me and Zoe's history is so boring, you know, birthday parties, family gatherings, standard stuff.
Yeah.
I put Daddy Velma taught you to control your powers to the extent that you can control them at all, which is probably bad.
Yeah,
I did
with
that.
the 70s rock.
Mr Velma is the cousin, and Heartstrings is hope that they can help you control your powers, because, you know, who doesn't turn to a werewolf and ask them for help?
Werewolves. Yes.
Nice words there.
Wise words. Trust werewolves, always. Okay, we'll go to Daddy Velma.
Hello.
So, Daddy Velma.
Dad.
Who is your character? Who is
Well,
Daddy?
I'm Velma's dad. I guess I know the rest of the party because they know my son.
You just have to have them round for birthday parties, etc.,
Yeah.
etc. It's the annoying kids that come around your house and eat your food.
I had a bit of a 70s phase, and I got my van painted all groovy, and I guess it just stuck because I've never really changed it.
Okay, yeah, because you're playing the mundane.
I am indeed playing the mundane.
So the mundane is you are the bog standard. You are the normal.
I'm Tom's dad.
You are the dad. So
That's a class and everything.
the good thing is that they also are allowed. They are one of the only classes that get a mean of transport. So you have a van.
Yep.
Which is kind of the staple of this entire fucking party. Is that you all go around in a van.
Yeah, with the mystery crew.
The mystery. Oh, is that the name now? It's the mystery.
With the mystery machine.
That's copyright. We can't use that.
Wow.
What's another word for a machine?
I was going to say, what's another word for mystery? The intrigue machine.
Yes. Okay.
No,
sorry.
that doesn't work to me. No, never mind. We'll
come back to that. Yeah, we'll come back to
The
that.
intrigue
Call
bit.
yourself working title.
No. No. Honestly, that doesn't tell people what we're about.
Okay. So Albert,
Intrigue makes us sound like assassins.
what is your relationship with the other members of the party? Like, what is your history with them?
Well, I mean, I guess they know my son.
Well, your son's your son, obviously.
Yeah. I guess they know my son, so...
do you have... there should be a bit in the history for...
I don't know, man. I just sit in my ass watching TV and drinking beers on the lawn all day. I don't keep track of what my kids do.
Wait. Where's your TV? Is it on the lawn with you?
Sometimes, if it's hot, like, I get the extension lead out and I watch it outdoors. PSC's broken.
Still listening to Boston. He's not even listening to the TV. The TV's just there.
Yeah, it's just there for visual noise.
Eh.
Okay, let me just double check with the mundane. Right, your history. So you got close relations, and they introduce you to the existence of monsters. In the history bit on the other side, on the second half of your character sheet, it should have list the things of histories.
There was most likely an event during my youth being obsessed with
close
so
relations in that I am Tom's dad.
Obviously, yeah.
There's probably an event during my character's childhood where he revealed the existence of monsters to his father after studying them for so long.
Yeah, I mean, you know, you always wanted to be an interior decorator. I mean, paranormal investigator.
That's it.
So,
Yeah.
You know,
let that slip there.
It's what would you say was your relationship Moon Moon?
I don't know. Tom was hanging out with her, I guess.
You're a bit suspicious of them. Would you say you were suspicious of them?
I don't think he cares enough about anything.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, my son knows what he's doing. He's a paranormal investigator. I assume it's just part of his job.
Werewolves. Yeah, he just drives the van.
If someone wants me to drive,
I'm underage. Jess turns into a wolf.
Well, can I swear?
Zoe's underage and possessed. You know, he's the only one that can drive now.
Very true. Very true.
Yeah.
So with that, we'll go to Moon Moon. So Moon Moon, tell us about your character.
I am the monstrous derpy werewolf.
Come in.
The monstrous derpy werewolf. That's a very specific thing. So do you? I'm assuming you. What is your human form? Are you just a completely normal person, or is there anything specific that happens when you change into a human?
Generally just a normal derpy person.
Fair enough.
He has a lot of experience with this.
Yeah.
It's very harsh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, what would you say is your relationship with the other party? So Tom said that he saved you from being killed by something. What were you being hunted by?
Hunters, they wanted to skin me alive and wear my pelt.
What arseholes?
What's that?
What arseholes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I was fed a goat and decided not to leave him alone.
So you're like, he gives me food, he's mine now.
Exactly.
Is that some? Is it kind of like a weird cat thing now? Like he gave you a cuddle and now you won't go away.
Yes, basically.
Fantastic.
Who gave who a cuddle?
We're just saying how Moon Moon's actually a cat.
By gave we mean trapped, and by cuddle we mean barbecue sauce smeared goat.
Yes.
You know, it's a bit of a stretch of the phrase, but
I'm just quickly posting this on Twitter. So what was the history with the other two characters? Like, what would you say was your history with them?
They were kind of associated with Mr Velma, so...
So you like them? You're like...
Yeah.
Yeah.
They give me bits of food too.
Okay then, cool. So is there anything specific anyone wants to say about their character, or like, is there any specific details that we need to know?
I smoked a reefer cigarette once in the 70s in a jazz club.
he did it again the next day.
You seem to be getting really into character, Albert.
Oh.
Am I sticking with the button?
Was that a particular up in your life?
Well, I mean, it was pretty cool.
Mm.
Do I stick with the button?
I'm tweeting it out. Right, okay, cool. So you guys, so the history is that you guys have all kind of convened together. What would you say is the group would kind of brought you into this? Let's go hunt monsters. What is brought you to become the group, the intrigue group that you are, the mystery crew?
I think it's because I'm obsessed.
Is everyone just following you at the moment, though?
I think it seems to be that way.
I think my decision is because
I mean, my
I'm
dad just...
possessed.
Yeah, she's possessed, so she can't really escape the life of monsters and everything.
I mean, she could just...
And you know, it's a family business.
Yeah, okay. with the dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Scoobs. Damn it, you can't use that.
Shit. Well, it's Moon.
Yeah.
So dopey things are going to happen. So there is one more question I need to ask. Are we setting this in the UK, or are we setting it in America?
Serbia. That took you away from the main plot you've written.
Oh no! It's just where do people want to be placed? Do they want to do
UK, I'd say.
Do you want to say?
UK.
Do you want to do UK? We can do.
Yes.
We can keep it as UK. Right. Cool. Right. That makes things a little easier. Right. There's one last thing I need.
Is that a kiss on the cheek?
No, I need just a quick name generator because annoyingly I don't actually have
Don't give away
a
your
name
trade
generator.
secrets.
Okay. There we go. Okay, so you guys are so the basic plot at the moment is that you guys have convened. You are now in a van, going across the country, finding monsters and just kicking their beating them up and making sure that people are safe and that kind of thing. I would assume.
I'm more of a scientist. I just want to study them.
But you get yourself into some random sort of adventures while this is happening, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so you're in the van. It's mid-June, really. It's the middle of the summer. It's about this kind of time. So
Does
2015,
my
2014-ish.
treehouse have air conditioning? I'm saying it
Probably.
does.
I would, if you wanted to have air conditioning, you can. So you guys you're traveling across the country right now. You stop off at a small town called Wickenham. It's just in the middle of the country. It's a bit out the way, but it's a relatively large town. They've got like a town centre. They've got council building, a couple of schools, a shopping centre. The usual things that you'd find in kind of like a average-ish sized town.
What is that noise?
That's the Roll20 thing binging off.
How do I roll a dice on that?
Roll dice on
I'm
what?
not good with computers.
How do you do it? How do you roll it?
Okay,
again?
you in order to roll a dice, it's /roll 2d6 because that's all we need to roll.
Okay, where's the slash key?
On the keyboard.
Oh, the keyboard. Oh,
I always
okay.
get ones.
Well, don't worry. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens.
Slash
I'm gonna
d20 roll.
So /roll
Yeah.
2d6.
2d6.
There you go.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Someone else got a one.
That's literally all you'll need to do.
Oh, okay.
That's
there's
all
no
you'll be
complaints
doing.
or anything.
So, you're in Wickenham. You've travelled through, and unfortunately, something's happened to the van. You've had to stop off there because something's happened with the engine, and you need to get it looked at, like a quick fit or something.
My van!
So the thing is, it's going to be in the garage for a couple of days.
Shit.
So, okay, so you've come into the town. It's a fairly large town. It's about middle of the day. You got up early. You start driving.
What the fuck are we doing here?
Something happened to the van. You've had to stop. The van's being looked at, and it said it's going to take a couple days for us to fix it, and then you can be on your way.
Friggin' butts.
So,
Butts everywhere.
so what do you guys do? You're now just standing outside a quick fit in the middle of
We want to
Wickenham.
find a pub?
I'm gonna lament over my van.
I think we should go and find a
Wait
pub.
a
We can
minute.
lament in the pub.
You always go to the pub first.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
wait
I
here.
know, but you said that like it's a irrational thing.
Pub
Let's
is
go to
food.
IKEA.
Look, I want to go to a pub right now, even though I'm underage. Can we find a nice country one that doesn't question people's age?
You are in the middle of the country, so you could probably find a place like that.
Okay. Well, it's up
If
to
that
Dad, I
if that
guess.
helps.
Well,
That's
so
Dad. I mean,
What?
you're a
what are we doing
paranormal
here?
investigator. You're a grown man now. You can go wherever you want, but I'm gonna stay with the van until it's better.
Okay.
It's
Well,
gonna. It's
look
gonna.
to
They're
this-
not. They're
this
not letting you
guy.
back on the site because it's gonna take a
Seriously?
couple days.
That's my van.
I know, but they're
Busy
the
doing
ones.
stuff.
They're trying to fix it.
Okay.
So
Okay, well,
That
I don't
should
know.
deserve his status.
I mean, if Moon Moon doesn't get fed, then she'll get all anxious again. So
I guess I gotta go find somewhere to read the paper or something.
yeah, we can do that in the pub. The pub will have papers.
Yeah, okay, I guess let's go to the pub. I'll get a coffee.
Find a nice 70s one.
Someone's asking if you're reading chat, by the way.
Am I reading chat? I am reading chat. Lewis and Curcio, I am reading the chat right now, so I will be
He is
occasionally
now.
flicking over to it. It seems the stream's frozen. Why is the stream frozen? Why
That's
is
frozen for me.
Is it fine for
I should
you?
probably log in.
It's
Very
laggy for me.
jumpy. Right.
I can't remember my login.
I don't know why it's just so jumpy. I think.
Oh wait, it remembered it for me.
If I just write that down on 2000 quickly. Okay. And we're just gonna have to be right back while I fix this.